So today I'm going to take you through how to change the oil and filter on the Duratec or the Volvo i5 engine that's found in the Ford Focus RS, Ford ST, Mondeo and all the Volvo range. It's a 2.5 litre 5-cylinder turbo. Before we start, make sure the car is jacked up and there's an axle stand on the sill. Get up as high as you want to get underneath it. Remove the under tray or the engine cover from underneath the car. There's normally 6 bolts. I won't show you how to remove them because they're all different in different cars, but they'll be bolted underneath. So get underneath the car, and the oil drain is at the back of the sump. It's a 17mm socket. So get underneath the car, use a 17mm 6-sided socket with a breaker bar, crack one that off, and then the nut should be finger tight. Make sure you have a container ready because it's going to get messy. Once that's done, let it drain fully. This engine takes around 6 litres of oil, so always do this once it's warm as well, because the oil will be at its thinnest. When you drain the oil, make sure you remove this, as in the engine can create a vacuum and it removes all the oil. So now we're going to refit the drain plug. So while the oil's draining out, we're going to remove the oil filter, which is down here near the inlet. You can use a special oil filter removal tool for this, but what I do is I use a 36mm 6-sided socket, and I'll show you how I do it. So as you'll see when you come to do it, the oil filter is quite deep inside the engine. So what I do is I use a 6-sided 36mm socket, and I use a flexi head with an extension and a ratchet, and I'll show you how I undo it. So as you can see with the head, you can come in at an angle, still get flat onto the top of the oil filter, and then just loosen that off. It shouldn't be too tight. It's been done up tight, they can crack because they're only a plastic cover. So I'll remove that. That's loose now. So I'd recommend stuffing down a tissue because there's going to be oil dripping off of this once it's removed. As you can see, this is what it should look like, and I'll show you how to change it. As you can see, there's an O-ring. This is the seal. So in your pack of the new oil filter, you'll have your filter element, and you'll also have replacement O-ring. It's very important that you replace this, otherwise you're going to get leaks. So to remove the filter element, just give it a good tug. I've already unclipped it, pulling it. It will move like this, and you see it clips into the bottom of the cup, and I'll show you how to do that. So next thing to do is remove this oil filter seal. I'll just use a flathead, and I'll show you how removed. So I'll just get the flathead underneath it. It's quite a flexible seal, and then just pop straight off. And then the reversal seal over the threads. It's got to sit in this locating section here. Just roll that down. Make sure it's sealed, and then that's your seal replaced. Now we can fit the filter element. So get your filter element, slide it over the top, and then it will just click down like that, and that's your filter changed. And repeat what we just done to remove it to refit it. So before you fit it, look on the top of the cap and it will tell you the torque in Newton meters of what to do the cap up to. As you can see, someone in the past has used the wrong socket and damaged it a little bit, but these are plastic, so if you do them up too tight they will crack. So refit this by hand. So for oil, always use a fully synthetic 530 for your car. You're going to use about 6.5 litres on a wet engine, so I always buy 2 5-litre bottles as it works out cheaper, and then you've got something to top up with. Fill the car with 1 full 5-litre bottle of oil. So once you've added a full 5-litre bottle, add another litre, and then get down to your dipstick, which is here, and then remove it, and have a check of your oil. It wants to be in the part where the cross section is at the top end, this top line. As you can see, there's 2 lines, you want to be on the top line. So when you're happy with your oil levels correct, as you can see here, it's right at the very top. Make sure the car's on level ground. Replace the dipstick, place the oil cap, and start the car up and let it run for 30 seconds. So I've let the car run for 30 seconds and then I've left it for 15 minutes to settle. I'm going to check the oil again. As you can see, it's dropped a tiny bit due to having to fill up the oil filter casing, so I'll top that up. There you go, how to change the oil and filter on your 2.5 litre turbocharged i5 engine. Any comments, any questions, just leave them below and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Thanks for watching.